Okay, we're at the cornerstone of the building of Mariposa County High School that was placed here in 1936. It was the beginning of everything that's happened since then at this fine school, and all the history that's behind it. It started right here. My name is Lloyd Hobby. I was a teacher, coach, and administrator at Mariposa County High School for 48 years. Started in 1964, and I've been invited to introduce you to the memorial plaques that are on the campus here at the high school. And starting with the one here in my left, placed in 1957 in honor of Alfred Croft, who was a teacher here and happened to die in his classroom. And this court that we're standing in was named after him and has been used for many activities since that time. And it was in his honor that this memorial was built. This plaque is in honor of Jose Preciado. He was a foreign exchange student from South America who visited us for a year. Shortly after he left us, he committed suicide, and the students who had heartfelt feelings for him at that time wanted to put a memorial for him and put the plaque in this planter in. The plaque is in honor of Michael Babcock, who was a special needs student at our campus. He had some birth defects in his heart, wasn't expected to live a long time, died at 17 years old. The students of the school did the plaque above in the art class, and we had an honorary time for Mike at that time. The kids loved him. He was at every activity. He was always joyful, always upbeat, even though he was fragile. But he contributed a lot. His dad was the director of transportation for Mariposa County Unified Schools for years as well, and we enjoyed a relationship with him and his family. This plaque is in honor of Tom Jenkins. Coulterville, Greeley Hill area boy, was the first person killed in the war that we had in Iraq when they invaded, actually Kuwait. He was our first casualty. He was written up on the face of Time magazine and honored by his fellow students with this plaque at Mariposa High School. This plaque is in honor of multiple students. We have Kara Harrington and Brandy Whitener, and they were killed in an auto accident at Joe Howard Road in Merced. The Future Farmers group laid their Future Farmer jackets over Brandy's casket when she was buried in honor of her work with the FFA. And Kara has a pink bench that's on that road in honor of her death that is still there as a memorial to her as well. The memorial we have here is for Shannon Klein, who is one of our good athletes, who was killed in an auto accident, single car, single person, on her way back through the Hornedish Road. And we memorialized her by putting her jersey in this frame forever. Okay, this plaque is a memorial to Richard Miller, who was our superintendent of schools, the most visionary superintendent we've ever had in the almost 50 years that I worked here. He was killed in a plane crash with his son, taken off from the Mount Bullion Airport, crashed just about a half a mile or so away from that, and this is memorializing his life at Mariposa County Unified Schools. This plaque is in honor of Matt Carey. His whole family graduated from Mariposa High School, but he didn't. He was moved to the Bay Area for a time where he experienced a ruptured spleen because of his mononucleosis, which killed him, but his family wanted to have a memory plaque put on Mariposa County High School campus. Here we have a memorial bench in honor of two nice people. Grandpa Doug, first of all, was not a member of the staff or anything here. He was just an avid fan that came to every ball game and would travel in the buses with the kids and everything else, who died one snowy night disappearing off the mountain up on Chowchilla Mountain. Connie Rothell is the other person. She worked in our counseling office for a good deal of time. Sweet person, and she died of cancer, and this is a memory of her. Plaque above is in honor of Richard U. Feaster, who was a music and history teacher here for 27 years with me, and he was here about 1 year ahead of me of the old age crowd, and the honor of naming the auditorium after him and presenting his plaque was after his death. That I'm talking to myself. Lloyd Hobby is me. I coached here for 38 years in basketball. We had over 1,000 games that we coached in the Grizzlies territory, and they honored me by naming this gym after me, which was a humbling experience. Okay, this field commemorated Coach Ed Begley after his 35 years of service with us. I hired Ed in 1965. He came up and coached football and baseball for us. He was longer in baseball, and that's why he had an excellent record, and the field was dedicated to him in honor of his 35 years of Grizzly participation. Okay, the plaque above me is the honoring of John Turner, who was the drama teacher here for many, and a student at Mariposa High School, and a drama student as well, who was dedicated this stage in honor of his work and the many years he put in at Mariposa High. The tree that we have behind us was a memorial tree planted. There is a plaque underneath it for Mr. Vanderbunt, who was a graduating Mariposa Grizzly in 1960, who died from cancer, and his graduating class loved him and wanted him to be honorarily placed on Mariposa County High School. Okay, this is room 56, and was honored to Mary Pitt, who worked with us for many years as a teacher's aide and study hall instructor, and she was ex-military and had many years of experience in physical therapy that she gave up before she moved to Mariposa, and her daughters and staff members wanted to honor this room in honor of Mary.